Hey everyone, welcome to Office Hours. I'm gonna be covering for Emily this time since she's gonna be at IRE. She's at that good event with everybody. So for today, we're gonna be talking about have how to embed, additional content to your quotes so you can make it more visual and a bit more basically um good attention to the customer when they're looking into specific quotes, right? Just want to point out that when you're embedding some content or videos to your quotes, it's not to entirely replace all of it, but to actually add additional information to it, to make it a more seamless kind of looking for them. With that being said, I'm going to go about showing my screen, and sorry about that. Just to clarify, uh, to those people who do not know me, Jonathan Grant at your service from the enterprise team. And let me go out about sharing my screen now for you guys. Let me go that route. If you have any questions, please go ahead and leave your questions right there, right below in the chat, and I can go about answering them to those that you may have. So let me go about that. Give me a sec. Well, first things first, there's two ways you can go about embedding videos into your quotes. You can either do that from the quote template level, or you can do it for a specific project. For a specific project, it's just that you want to add a specific videos for that customer that you want to show them. Or if for anything that down the road you want to go about showcasing for all your customer base, you can totally go about doing that on your quote templates, right? So first things first, the thing you have to take in consideration when looking at the quotes, I'm going to go about open up a project right now. I'm going to open up Jonathan Grant, same here. And we're going to go over to the quote section. And I'm going to go about choosing the one that says roof replacement. Click on the little pencil icon right there. Just want to clarify that you have to be using the text pages. If you are trying to embed videos into your quotes and they're not showing up, it could be likely be that you're not using the text pages, right? So you can go about clicking add page, and from the list drop down, you have to select the text. Okay, since I already have one here, I'm not gonna go about creating a new one, but what we're gonna do is that I'm gonna open the one I already have, and we're gonna click on it. And from this sense, we have already like a video embedded, but you have to know like what tokens you want to actually use. We have a variety of those. So to figure out where you can find the tokens, you have to go about click in the text page. When this opens up, click on this little section right here that says tokens. And it gives you a variety of tokens that you can use for your text page. We're going to be using the one that says YouTube, which would be if you have any YouTube content, you can totally go about adding those videos in there. So what first things first is as you use this token, you want to replace where it says ID for the specific video code from the YouTube video that you're trying to get into. So some people make the mistake that when they're trying to use our tokens and embed a video is that they're copying the whole link, which is not the case. I'm going to show you what could happen if you do it that way and what happens if you do it the right way. So currently I have it the right way, but we're going to go about pasting the whole video. I've actually got this one from YouTube right here. And I'm going to go about, let's see, go back here. Let me change all that. Let's see. Yeah, that seems about right. Okay, let's go ahead and save it. Let's go about opening up the quote. Okay, we're gonna go scroll all the way. You see that error? It's because we're actually including the whole link of the video, so that's why the error shows up, and the customer is not gonna be able to see the video on your quote. So if we go back, go to the pencil icon, we're gonna go to the text page once more, and I'm gonna delete all this information, and we're just going to include the section after the equal sign. So just going to leave this one, save. We're going to close this. It's going to take a couple of seconds for the document to conjure again. And there you go. So we can now see the video right there. You can even start playing it.
When choosing a great shingle.
There you go. All right. Now, you can also include any other content if you're using, most people tend to use Vimeo. If you have something in that platform, you can totally go about adding it there in your text page. But if you have mostly something around YouTube, it'd be best, right? So with that being said, just to clarify, do not include the whole link of the YouTube video, just basically anything that's after this section here. That's what you have to include. Okay. With that being said, you also can include additional content or any embedded information into the quote. So, for example, if you want to include certain aspects of your website, that is doable as well. The only thing when you're doing that is you have to take consideration that could be possible that if you're including it, it's likely not public and it can be kind of blocked. So just to give you an example of how this would look, let me go about including an example. Give me a quick sec. We're going to use another token though for this one. So let me go about adding a page, text, and we're going to go new text page just for the example. Add. Okay. And the token that we're going to be using is this one. So we also have an explanation if you want to have a bit more context of what this means. So you can actually change the HTTPS that shows up here. You can establish the height of how you would want it to look when the customer opens up the quote. So let me go about adding this token. And I'm going to go ahead and switch it with an example of a page at Wikipedia. And just change this. Let's see. Okay, that should solve it. Let's go ahead and save it. Okay, let's give it a couple of seconds for this to conjure again. We're going to scroll all the way down. And as you can see, that web page for Wikipedia is right there that you can scroll, touch any link, and go from there. So that's additionally what you can do with the text pages if you want to embed information, video content, or additional things on your web page, just with that caveat that you have to be sure that it's not blocked to be embedded in certain tools outside of it, right? With that being said, it is a quick one for today. Just a little refresher. If you want to embed videos or additional content, you can use our text page in the quotes. You can either do it on the project level or you can do it at your quote template level, which is at company settings. If you want it to be more permanent across all your quote templates or any quotes that you're sending out to your customers, you can do that from company settings. If it's for a specific project for whatever XYZ reason, you can go about doing it within the project, add a text page, and just go rocking from there, right? And using the specific tokens that we just talked about. With that being said, if there is no additional questions for today's, or well, not even no questions, seems that it was pretty clear. And just hope you guys have a good one.